Welcome to Denton, Texas, home of the North Texas Mean Green, and the fans have been waiting since early this morning for the clash we have in store. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. North Texas will kick it off to get this game underway. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Line gets set, first down. The give out of the gun. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team. And I think on that last... Third down here early in the game. They're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the right. Slips one guy, now he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Comes out throwing on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
And a great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know that sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the ball's coming to me. Great job catching it and getting that foot in bounds.
Looking to throw it again. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Back to the ground game on the left. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Jacksonville State!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Jacksonville State, 7, North Texas, 0.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense set on first down. Handoff to the lone back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
On second down, looking again to throw. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. North Texas will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Dialing up a second down pass play. He finds his man, and they swarm him under. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Across the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And the extra point was good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
0.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate.
All kinds of running room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away to buy time. Got his man on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down distances, third downs, and having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Runs through a tackle. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
29 Philly.
He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he makes the catch inside the 20.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Give to the back. Spins away. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, North Texas.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they cut the lead in half, down 14-7.
Texas 7.
Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
Kick this one away.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, the ground game. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Right back to the well. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Offensive linemen love to run power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You've got to keep defenses off balance.
Feeling some heat. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you can see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He's got it. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
He's looking to throw it. He'll pull it down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Red pass, it's complete. Across the 25, he's got room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down.
Here we go.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires downfield. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
As a play caller, you feel confident throwing this out to the perimeter against zone coverage when you have that kind of timing and chemistry this quarterback and receiver do. You saw it on that one.
North Texas will come to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Wide out in motion. Got it back on second and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Precision blocking up front, creating an open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Getting set for the point after. And it's perfect. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Nevada is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up 14 over UNLV. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Out of the gun, the inside give. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
On second down, he'll fire. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Oh, there's the ball. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
The give to the back. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Looking to throw for it. It's complete on the right side. Off he goes. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. The Gamecocks line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. The back goes in motion. Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
14.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
North Texas will have to punt it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of...
Brings it down on the right side.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Caught. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Makes the catch. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Jacksonville State.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go to the air. Buying some time. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
One more snap coming before halftime. On second down, just keeps firing. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecock.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass.
14.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25.
For another Mean Green.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score, Jacksonville State, 28, North Texas.
The Gamecocks will boot it away to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have...
And that ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes, and they've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback...
Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Number 25.
Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Breeze. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
14.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have...
Oh, look out. There he goes. The 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. To the ground with the back. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the offense. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Touchdown, Mean Green. Reeled it in and just made the house call. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. About to kick it off after punching it into the touchdown.
Jacksonville State, North Texas, 21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
A 1st down for the offense. They'll give it to the back. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field and keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll go to the ground. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be his 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They cut into the deficit the last time they had it, forced the punt, and now they can really make this a game.
And you're right back in this thing. You're creating some momentum. You got the score. You got the stop. This offense, Jesse, has a chance now to make this an absolute barn burner of a ball game.
Yeah, it's one play at a time, though, right? You're not going to get it all back in one play. Just go out, do your job, execute, keep this thing going down the field. And if things go well, like David said, we've got a game.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Get it out on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
That'll move the chains. It'll be a first down for North Texas.
Job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down. They'll run it from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's got it on the right. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. North Texas in the hurry-up. They're going to ride this running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down. He's going to pass. Floating away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, North Texas. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little...
What a snag by the defense. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception. First down for this offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Gets open down the middle. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. Handoff from the gun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they corral him at the 2-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll leave it with him. Touchdown, Mean Green. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
In offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Quick strike complete. At the 45 on its way. Afterburners coming. Touchdown Gamecocks. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touch. Out to the 25. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense may be time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he's got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. He wants to throw it again. Pressure coming. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive. Now trying to put this game in a good situation.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that 1st down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the 1st down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got it.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Getting some heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 4th down, going to the air. Fires to the right. He caught it. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he
gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Just a crushing mistake on the penalty. Wipes out the touchdown, and now they'll have to try to get it together and score again. North Texas will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got his man. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Gets it out quickly. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. They keep attacking through the air. Coming after it. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, North Texas. Lining up for the PAT. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Nevada is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by a field goal over UNLV. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. It's complete. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He wants to throw. Still looking. The sweet feet buy a little time. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
After the misfire now on second down. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And they're featuring this guy all day long. Now he's over 150 yards. Great job by the offense. This is a matchup. I'm going to take advantage. He's taking advantage of it all game long.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Biggest drive of the game right now as the clock is winding down, a chance to win it before overtime. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other side. Touchdown, Jacksonville State! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point.
Jacksonville State, 49. North Texas, 42.
They'll need to be very sound here, limit this return, and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time. He wants to take the top off. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And he reels it in inside the 30. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And the pass is intercepted. And what a way for this defense to end it. A pick as time runs out. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.